I don't even know if it can see us both. Let's split focus from the 2P project here. How's it going, guys? We're sitting here on getting ready to hit up the job fair, and we were just Pokee and I having a pretty good discussion about the popularity in video games, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity for us to write a little a blog video. Yay! We haven't done one of these in a while, so just trying to get back into the whole swing of things. Back when I was in high school doing some high school going to school and things, and I've lost my train of thought already, so I don't even know what I'm talking about.
You were a big fan of video games, a big gamer back in
high
school.
Okay, so I was a big gamer back in high school, a big fan of video games, and whenever I told anybody about that and about my love for video games, they'd always make fun of me or call me a nerd or call me stupid or whatever. Now, nowadays, if I were to go into a high school or whatever, actually I wouldn't go into a high school, let's forget that.
But if, say, we were in high school.
Yeah, if we were in high school, we were talking about video games, there's a whole subculture of it that are totally into it, and we would no longer, stand out or be nerdy or anything like that, because people would think we're kind of cool. So, Pokee here brought up a very valid point in comparing it to movies.
People used to make fun of, if you weren't a gamer, you got made fun of. You were shunned or whatever. It's just like back in the day, no one, if you were a Pokemon fan, you had to hide it, or else you got teased about it. Like, I had to hide being a Pokemon fan when I was a kid after its popularity sort of died down, because if people found out, they would bother me about it, and nobody wants to deal with that. So you know what, whatever, I hid it. Go to today, it's super popular. Pokemon's popular, video games are popular. Anyway, back in the day when it was not cool to be either a gamer or a fan of Pokemon, there was still people loved going to movies, right? Well, what's the difference between a movie and a video game? Besides, in a video game, you sort of control your character, but still there is a storyline, so you follow it. In a movie, movies are usually around 2 hours long, and as a kid, you go to school, and then after school you come home and you play video games for a couple hours. In a movie, people go to it and they lose themselves in the movie, right? They go and they go into some other world, and they lose themselves in the characters, whatever the world is. I don't know what it is. But the same thing happens in the video games, right? People say something about living a bunch of lives, right? Video game, when you play video games. Well, it's the same thing. So why is it okay, or why was it okay to be a fan of movies, but not okay to be a fan of video games? It's practically the same thing. It practically takes up the same amount of time. People now binge watch either TV series or movies on Netflix.
Like Game of Thrones,
and
like
so,
Supergirl, like all those shows.
It's all the same themes. It's either, medieval or magical or shoot 'em up, action, or,
it's all very nerdy, basically.
Yeah, movies are nerdy, and people enjoy movies. So what's the difference between a movie and a video game, besides the fact that you can sort of control your character in a video game? Another thing is, when at the end of the day, when we're done working, whatever, Elliot and I, split focus, Pokee chain, whatever you want to call us, when we're done our working day, and it's the end of the day, and we have, a few hours left in the day to do what we want, sometimes Elliot here wants to watch a movie. Sometimes I want to watch a movie too. But he's like, okay, do you want to go to a movie, or do you want to watch a movie on Netflix? And I'm like, do I? Because movies and video games take about the same amount of time, and you only have a certain amount of time at the end of the day to play games or watch a movie. And so you have to weigh, okay, do I want to watch a movie, or do I want to play a video game? Because both of those things are going to take about the same amount of time, and that's going to be my evening. So there's another thing that's another point.
A point of interest.
Yeah.
Comparison.
Every evening, we have to choose between, do we want to watch a movie, or do we want to play a video game?
And it can be very difficult to make that decision.
It can be.
We literally sit there sometimes and grasp at straws trying to figure out, okay, this one time we put all these things in a hat. We put all the movies we wanted to watch, all the games we wanted to play, and we threw them in a hat, and we picked out one paper by one paper, eliminating each thing we wanted to choose. And finally we got down and we ended up playing Minecraft, which wasn't really what we wanted to do, but the cards said so. Games have come to the point now where where they're very interactive and you can do a lot of things with them now. You can click buttons. They've actually turned some games into full-on movies, like that new game that's coming out. I can't remember who it's from by, but the game itself is called Detroit. I think it's called
Nathan Drake.
Or well, not really Nathan Drake.
Hey,
but
that was a good game, and it was a movie.
I'm not saying
they even made a commercial about the guy playing the game and his woman sitting there with a bowl of popcorn waiting for the movie to start.
Okay, I'll give that. We'll show that one in a video right here between our heads. So if you click this video, you'll see what commercial we're talking about. But anyway, as I was saying, game by Detroit, called Detroit by Quantic Dreams or whatever I think they are. I'll edit that out if it's not right. But anyway, yeah, check that out. And you can check the trailer here on one of these two because I'll pop up the video for the trailer. Anyway, so we're asking you, what's the difference between a movie and a video game? Why don't you send us a comment in the things below and we'll try to get to answer. All right, this is Split Focus. This is Pokee-chan. We are the 2P Project. This is our first dual blog video. 2P out.